Hello guys, what's poppin'? There's a current issue evolving in the League of Legends community and I wanted to give my take on it. Even though I'm essentially nobody, it doesn't care. It doesn't matter, because thoughts can be dissected by ideas behind it and don't require like how do you say call to someone in a privileged position or something. Sorry for using weird words. English isn't my best language. So I saw Hashishin's video about how dodging is OP, and he used one really good point which I wanted to address in a really short video because I think it's overlooked so much. He stated that the system got changed from back in the days, let's say season 1 to 3, season 1 to season 3, where people were enforced to play multiple roles. Okay, so getting someone autofilled or not on his main champ wasn't such a big of an issue because people had to adapt to the system. Therefore, they learned champions. Basically, because I have an autofill doesn't mean I have to dodge, because everyone was entitled. The possibility to get off roll was so high because back in the day it was like player 1 could pick his champion first and he wasn't assigned to a role. So if player 1 decided to play Zed, he was mid. That's all. Player 2 had to adapt. If he wanted to play mid, he now had to play something else, which essentially promoted people, if they cared about their own elo, to learn multiple things, right? So, but those days are long gone. And now, let's say I'm someone myself who puts in a lot of time. I want to change the perspective now. This is all gone. People are now entitled to simply one-trick something. Now from, I don't know where it started. I lost track. I'm playing this fucking game since beta. Now, where people are entitled to just pick one champion and be able to dodge. Over time, what happened, and that's something I praise, like I preach on my stream all day. The queues are a mess, okay? This game is gigantically horrible at this point in time. It's so horrible. You have like, I don't know, you have four other people, player 1, 2, 3, and player 4, player 5. You have to be able to dodge. Now, why is that? Because player 1 might be 80 carry one. He's not in a one trick, but he's an 80 carry main, and he plays only Jhin because the system allows him to. This player never ever played another role, and he never had to, and he's now autofilled to jungle. Okay? Back in the day, it wasn't an issue because he probably knew how to jungle, because like out of his 6 games a day, he was like 4th pick in some of them, so he had to jungle or some shit, right? So he was forced or entitled by the system to be adaptive, which was a skill set in itself. So the quality of the games were overall higher, even though maybe the in-depth skill of every player was below the skill level of every mechanical aspect. Nowadays, the overall quality of macro play and so on was higher, much higher in those seasons. It was much higher because the people had to adapt to the system, which forced you to be adaptive, right? Now you have player 1, 80 carry, player 2, support main. Support main gets top, locks in Malphite, never played it. Full AP Malphite into Tryndamere. Turbo ins the game. You know this from champ selection. He's running it down. You know this from the start. It's not like a fucking miracle or something, right? You know he will end. You pull up his OPGG. He has 0 win rate on AP Malphite every game he went. was like 0-10, right? Was it because of his bad teammates? No. It's because he can't play it. And he's a reliability to the fucking team. Why would I play this out? It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Why would I grind a billion trillion hours to get to an MMR where I can learn something? Because this is let's be clear about this. If you take this game serious, this is only not the biggest problem, like, really, you know? Wait a second, I have to get used to this fucking tool. It's not only that this is only an issue on this level. It's a much deeper issue, because now what this does is, if people are so bad at adapting, this is only one problem. Autofilled, one trick, gets off-roll, doesn't dodge, doesn't say anything. He doesn't care because he's not as tryhard as the other people maybe in the lobby. He will end this game for everyone, and he doesn't care. Why would he? He's a casual. He doesn't care. But this will make this game so... Right now, how it's designed, around comeback mechanics, around how not the best player will turbo fucking carry, it's still possible, but it's so much harder now than it was back in the days. So now you have this clusterfuck of people who are all trash on other roles than their one champion or whatever. They get off roll, they are completely useless, they're not typing, they're not saying anything. They will just pick something, play Warwick jungle first time. They think, yeah, I can sustain, team will carry me. They have no clue about this fuck. And you, as bot lane, get like fucking trillion times dived while your jungler is AFK and confused. He tries to counter gank 1 minute after the gank happened, like not clearing his whole topside jungle because he doesn't know what camps do and how they work and how XP resets when you clear camps and so on. Like, completely useless, disgustingly useless. You can tell in the champ select that he doesn't know and he doesn't care. And why should I be punished now after putting, like, let's say I can take myself, for example, okay? I peaked Master 300 LP, so I have some, and I did it in a season where this elo mattered a bit more than now. Now it's washed up shit. But let's say, like, my personal experience, I should have mentioned before, so you can, like, see where I'm coming from, because I'm not a gold player for, like, I peaked top 10 once in season 1, like, at the beginning where just rank got introduced and shit, and I got platinum second season and diamond third season, and I kept a high elo since then. So you have someone here with some insight into the game on every fucking role, so I know what I'm talking about at some level. Okay, so let's say I put in like because for some people it's sport, let's be clear here. For me, solo queue is a sport. And if I play ranked, I take it serious, and I want my time to be respected, okay? I don't mind playing with a full 50% team if everyone is on his role. Like, let's be clear. If everyone, let's say I have this is my lobby. Player 1, 50% win rate, 80 carry, okay? His main champion, 50%. I don't care. I will not target, I will dodge, okay? Let's be clear. Which games I dodge? Player 2 is jungle main also, like, I don't care. Even if it's 94% win rate overall, his main jungle pick, Jarvan, has 51% win rate, you know, he's still coin flip as fuck. Okay, player 3 is a mid lane off-roll, but he knows how to play Twisted Fate or whatever decently, also 50% win rate. Player 4 has, I don't know, man, same pattern repeats. He's 80 carry main, no, top lane main, also 50% or whatever. So even if they don't have the strongest picks, I know my impact if I'm comfortable and climbing from whatever rank I'm playing on right now. I know that my impact will turn the game so that I can win, and I'm comfortable playing it easy. But why would I play a game now, since this is so team dependent, with no voice chat? There's no fucking voice chat. Player 1 decides to first time Yasuo, okay? He goes Yasuo, 80 carry. And you can see in his match history, he got stomped by Yasuo 2 times before, and he never picked this shit. Why would I play this? When I put in like 30 minutes of practice tool every morning, watching guides, learning different roles, trying to improve and climb, and now he does this to me. I know it's a lose. I know. Why would I be so disrespectful about my time and emotions, being fucked by someone who's completely random and not giving a fuck? I would be fucking mentally retarded to play this out. Because look, I cannot expect from this player to do the same shit, but I can expect some decency and basic respect in front of the queue and everyone trying. But if he's not respecting me or my time, dodging has nothing to do with cheating the system. It has to do with not fucking tilting from the planet because someone is just shitting into my games. And if you are unlucky, let's be clear, MMR reacts really hard on lose and win streaks. You can have like a really fucking horrible day and you just play 60% of your skill level, but you still don't int and you win all games. But if you are on another day and you try hard 110% of your skill level and you pull like challenger shit type, you can still lose 12 games in a row just by retards in Diamond 4 first timing champions, even if you are smurfing. This is nothing uncommon. Why would I waste my energy, time, and emotional investment, and also the fact that I'm trying to improve at this game, playing, let's say, 11 games, considering I'm on a free day, and I practice, and I play 11 hours straight? Why would I do this? Why on earth would I do this? Let's be clear. Let's say you're playing 11 games, which are all, if we look at current matches, around like 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. Like this is in about plat, diamond, whatever. Okay, let's take some casual elo. Okay, you play 11 games plus 5 minutes of queue time plus, I don't know, loading screen, depending on how poor everyone is, like plus a minute. This is like 36 minutes times 11, I don't know, dude, not doing the math. It's 369 minutes, okay? It's 369 minutes of losers straight because people are not respecting your time. Imagine how this adds up. It has nothing to do with cheating the system. If I see a 0-3 first time Yasuo, he doesn't play the shit in ranked, he doesn't play it, I know he will not have mid prio, enemy Malzahar will roam bot lane. This game is so scripted at this point, where if you know the enemy is a main and your Goofy is on like a champion that requires a high skill set and he's obviously not obtained it, why would I be into it? My time, my practice, and my fucking emotions. People who are arguing for this are actually just retarded. Let's be clear. If you want to address the problem, then you have to be able to report people who are griefing in champ select first timing shit, or autofills who are not comfortable because they didn't put in the time. It's not my fault, you know? It is not my fault. He's an incomplete player and I shouldn't be punished from the get-go to play with him. Like, it makes no sense. It absolutely makes no sense. And you also you completely destroy the integrity of the game mode. You don't respect the time of the players who put in the time, and you cannot argue that someone who's dodging is abusing the system, because, let's be clear, people are pointing out that LP doesn't mean MMR, which is correct. Some people are trying to argue that if you dodge, your LP gain will be inflated and that you will cheat the system or whatever, which is bullshit. Let's say you play 11 games a day, okay, and you dodge 2. So You play 11 games which are still 50-50. You don't know if you win or lose, even if someone plays his best champ or whatever. You can't. People are acting like you can never lose if you dodge, which is basically bullshit. It doesn't mean that you can't lose. So let's say you cheat the system, you get high MMR, and then you get pulled into high games. It doesn't matter if you dodged or not, because there's still chance that you will lose. If your MMR is a bit pumped, like 2 or 3 games above what you should be, and you are so bad that you are not able to play on this MMR, guess what? You will be the losing factor because you cheated your way up. So the argument for cheating the system because you are now magically on an MMR that you can't play on is bullshit, because if you are not able to play on this level in the first place, you wouldn't be able to climb, because you still have to win the games. And if you're a garbage player, you will not win the games. The only thing it does is prevent you from auto-losing. It doesn't prevent you from losing, but you can clearly dodge games who are doomed to be a lose. That's the whole point. I'm not sure how people get confused over this. So as long as Riot is not fixing the issue with people not being able to play multiple roles, like I showed you in the earlier example, people now are not incentivized to play different roles, because you can just pick, I don't know, play AD carry jungle, you don't get your role, you dodge, right? So they don't learn it. But if they don't give a fuck and they're not learning it, because the likelihood of getting autofilled is really, really low, unlike it was back in the day where if you are 4th or 5th pick, you had to be adaptive. Now people don't give a fuck, and if they don't give a fuck and into my game because they think I don't care, whatever, why should I take it? It's not my fault. It's the system who fucked up the mentality of people being only stupid, like being really stupid at the game. Those people shouldn't be in my game. Okay, do you see what I'm saying? Someone who's one-tricking one role or whatever and he shouldn't be in my game. The amount of trash people I see on Diamond 2 or Diamond 3 who are absolutely dog shit at fundamentals as long as they don't play their main role is bonkers, okay? The quality of games after taking a year break now and coming back, this solo queue experience is the worst for ages, and I have never dodged in any season, but this season I will dodge every day until I get my 12-hour penalty, because games are unplayable. Comebacks mechanics, all this shit, stupid champions, random team comps who are absolutely trash because people don't give a fuck. It's unplayable. Let's say I play Thresh, okay? My main champion is Thresh. I see my jungle is off-roll, my AD carry is off-roll, and my mid lane is on a negative win rate champion. Why the fuck would I play this out? The system is already not good for supports. Why would I cripple myself and play this shit when I know my jungler has 0 macro, doesn't play on shit that I enable. He doesn't know what about how sweeper works. I'm sitting with a fucking negative win rate AD carry who doesn't attack the enemy even though he has like 2000 more AD because he's afraid and doesn't know what he's doing. How should I be able to carry those monkeys? It makes no sense. So there needs to be dodging until, and then I'm happy if dodging doesn't exist, because then I don't have to dodge, because if people are enforced to play the rules that should be set in a competitive environment, which are now not defined. That's the whole issue. Dodging isn't the issue, it's merely a symptom of a broken system. And if people don't understand it, they're just, I don't know, I don't want to say stupid, but they're clearly not seeing the picture, you know? It's like, I don't know, this video already goes 19 minutes, but this topic, since I got back into the game and really care about it, it's ridiculous how stupid the system is, and how how people are so bad on so many fundamental levels. It starts with picking. They pick full AD. They don't give a fuck. And I'm punished now. I'm first pick. I played. Let's say I'm first pick. I'm player 1. I play Jinx. Okay. Let's say I play Jinx or whatever, maybe I should learn Ezreal, even though he's a dog shit champion. Because people are arguing, yeah, I should be able to first pick something that's not so counterable. Yeah, now let's play this through, okay? This is my ending example because I think it's important. Let's say I'm an AD carry main. First pick Jinx is stupid. First pick Vayne is also stupid. Almost every AD carry is stupid now. But let's be in the position of an AD carry, okay? I pick Jinx because she's quite strong, whatever. I pick Jinx. Enemies pick Zed and Kha'Zix, okay? And Kha'Zix, both super strong. Now my team picks Sona, and I don't know, man. My team picks Jinx, Sona. No, not Sona. Senna, okay? Because I want to make sure when I should dodge. My team now picks Senna, and let's say, what do they pick? Corki, okay? They pick Corki. Corki magic damage, I know, but let's go through this. Now enemy team picks Malphite, top lane, Malphite, top lane, and Rammus jungle. Not jungle, wait, Zed, Kha'Zix, Malphite, top lane, they pick, what's really good against it? Support wise, Leona, okay? They pick Leona, and they pick, what do they pick? Leona and Caitlyn. Yeah, that's good. They pick Leona and Caitlyn, and my team now picks two squishies. I don't know, man. What do they pick? They picked Senna, they pick Corki mid lane, they will pick... What's really horrible in the jungle right now? Like insanely horrible and doesn't do anything for me as an AD carry. Let's be really creative for 1 second so you understand when I should dodge. They pick... not Brand, what's AD carry? They pick Twitch AD, okay? Twitch... Fucking, he saw some videos of, I don't know, some toxic stream. He picks Twitch jungle, even though it's fucking garbage right now. He picks Twitch, 80 has a negative win rate, and the last pick, top lane goes, I don't know, Aphelios. Man, I had this the other day. He picks Aphelios, okay? I swear to God, this is nothing uncommon, okay? Like... Imagine you've been the player 1 now. I dodged this shit. I don't play this. No, I don't. I will not play this game. I will not. If I see my Aphelios for second is an AD carry main and has no clue about top lane and how to punish, and I have to assume Malphite is the top main because he didn't pick it for, I don't know, man, a reason of countering or being a noob, but he picked it up. I don't know. I can't know, right? So I can't know. If I see my affiliates, I will not play this. No way. It's horrible. Everyone here gets fucking one-shot. We will not have any possibility to ward. I have no protection. I have no peel. If any of those 3 slightly gets fed, I can't play the game. I can't. And I'm also not in the position with my support to win bot lane. Especially not if I see that this Sona has a high death rate and enemy has Leona. So why should I play this now? It makes absolutely no fucking sense. I mean, yeah, you could argue about some details about this, but those are the champ selections. I will dodge. I will not play it. Why would I? What do I learn here? Positioning? Will I learn positioning against a fucking 11-0 Z? No, I will not. How should I? No, I will not. It's just useless. It's a waste of time. I could rather play fucking practice tool and use like and practice spacing or some shit rather than play this nonsense game. It makes no sense. Why should I be penalized now with a fucking... If this happens, I'm not saying if someone plays 2 games a day, but let's say you're a streamer like me or something, and you play like 11 or 13 games a day. Do you think this is uncommon for a comp to happen? Should I not be able to dodge this? It's stupid. It makes no sense. I'm losing a lot of games already out of pure retards. Why should I not be able to dodge this? As long as the system doesn't fix the player behavior, I need a tool to react and fold if they fucking int me. I know it's a long bragging, but this topic seems so... Like, people seem so confused about it. Like, we are not talking about fucking Andys who dodge... Like, this is not an issue. Come on. How many people are dodging on your games? If you play like 2 or 3 games a day, this is so delusional. Like, or even the argument for high elo games. Like, I've seen the argument for high elo games that, yeah, the high elo game fucking queue solo. Yeah, tackle the problem. The problem is griefing people. If the problem is griefing people, just create like a small set of people who are... We are talking, like, let's be clear here, right? So people understand. If we talk about Grandmaster and Challenger, that's this, okay? This particular group of player needs more protection for dodge. Shut the fuck up, man. Okay, those people are all not affected. Player base is big enough. Nobody gives a fuck about dodging. Don't act like you have 10-minute queues in fucking gold elo. And even if you haven't done, nobody gives a fuck, okay? It's not a big issue. It's not. Okay, that's the best thing we have. If you complain about the dodging on this elo bracket, guess what? Police it. You don't need a lot of people. You just need some people who act like a buffer, so Griefer know there is a possibility of them being detected by actual people watching their games and clearly understanding they are griefing, to give them a ban or a penalty in whatever shape and form. And if you have, like, I don't know, 10 to 100 people, I'm not even sure about how many people it are, like how many games are played on this elo bracket a day per region, but it can't be as many to not scout like with 10 people or even less. And whoever those 10 people are, like, this is much more effective. People like the Baus FFS or some like Inter, who just make it a miserable place to play, are detected then and punished. Period. That's integrity. And let's be clear, investing the money to get those people or whatever is the only thing Riot should do after the 1% of player base we are talking about enabled Riot to do so many things. Like, it's the 1% who does the content, who fills the arena, who makes sure you can promote your game on Twitch TV and whatever, man. It's the 1%, let's be clear. It's not the 99% goobies who play like buy the skins. Yeah, that's the byproduct of it. But it's the 1% who drove the whole fucking game to what it is today. So show some fucking respect and fix the fucking system. And as long as you do it, fucking enable dodging.